Hey internet, well it's Sunday. I didn't get to do anything yesterday unfortunately. The other chores got the better of me and it was really raining heavily, so I didn't think it was a good time to do any painting really with that much damp in the air. So we're going to do a bit today. Not too sure how much I'll get done, but I'm going to get the mudguard done. I've ended up flatting it down a little bit again. I could probably do with some of that plastic primer and I haven't got any. So I'm just going to go with a bit of the filler primer and see how we get on with that. It's lovely and smooth now, and I think as long as we don't get any reaction it's going to be absolutely fine. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'm not too sure whether to do a bit of red. I could get the rest of the fairing done and the tailpiece and the tank. I'm not too sure about getting the rest of the side panels done today. Obviously the one side panel, as you saw last week, came out really well. Really pleased with that. It's a lovely flat or lovely matte finish. Coverage is really good. Got no light spots on the edges, nothing like that. So that's ready for lacquering really, but I haven't got any badges. I haven't really been able to find any. I've been looking on eBay and they'd found one so far. I found one yesterday on eBay, but other than that it's odd side panels that have still got the badges on, so I don't know how good the clips are in the back, or the pegs, and you know, if you zoom into them, they look quite ropey. So yeah, I'm not too sure about the badges. As I was saying, I could get a couple of old side panels, but the badges look really ropey. The gold flaked off, and they just didn't look very good. I suppose the alternative, I thought, was decals. So I've looked on eBay again, and the classic motorcycle decals, the guys that have done the decals for the tank and what have you, do two side panel decals, and they look really nice, but they're lacquer over. So I've ordered a couple. Again, there's a big, you know, week, 10-day delay on getting them for some reason, don't know why, but I'm tempted to wait until they arrive and see if I think they're going to look good enough. I don't want it just to look like a cheap reproduction. So I'll see when they come. So if I am doing the red today, it really is going to be the fairing, the tailpiece and the tank, maybe the mudguard as well, but of course we'll be applying the decals too, so yeah, that'll be quite interesting. So let's get some colour on let's get some primer on the mudguard and see where we go from there. I can't take the GoPro into the actual booth area because I haven't got a cover for it like I had with the other camera, so which is why the quality is a bit lower, because I sort of sat it outside looking in, and to get it to zoom you have to drop it to 1080, so you know, I don't know, I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, let's just get a bit more primer on the mudguard and then we'll have a look at getting some more red on. Okay, thanks very much, stick with me. Hey internet, just a bit of a wrap up really. If my seat doesn't shrink again. Right, so painting is sort of done. Colour anyway. I haven't got the 2-pack lacquer out yet. I've got to be honest, I am a little bit disappointed in the RS paints. The actual product is good, but it's the delivery of the product. It's the tins. Yeah, I was raving about them the other day when I did this side panel, my first side panel. You know, but it's quite a small panel, so it's, you know, you're not holding down the cap for a long period, you know, to do a long pass of the paint like you would on the tank. So yeah, I am really pleased with it. The paint itself seems really good quality. I'm really pleased. I keep saying that. I have done the rest of the bikini fairing. That's all done now. But you know what? I used the best part of a tin on that. And that surprised me a lot, really. The tailpiece is done. The other side panel's done. Of course, the big item is the tank. And it's so important, isn't it? I mean, it's all important. But it's just really important that that comes out right. And I was down to... I mean, I had 4 tins, 400ml tins of the colour. Only had 2 of the base colour, the white, and that was fine. But you know, I want the red to be really even in its colour. You know, I want it to look good. I don't want people to think, oh, is that a light spot? You know, hasn't he covered that properly? So it's 3 or 4 coats on each panel, isn't it? And first coat went down fine. I was down to a 1.5 tins when I got to do the tank. And it's just the paint, it's spitting. It feels like the way it's coming out the tin, the fan, the shape of the fan, the paint is good, but it's just the pressure is not even enough. So you've got to be confident, haven't you, when you're putting the paint on, that and you've got to be able to put it on thick enough so onto the surface so the paint settles out nicely, so you don't get almost like it's not covered enough. If you don't put enough paint down, it's going to be orange. Well, I don't know whether orange peel is right, but it's just you've got to put enough paint on the panel. And for that, you really need to be able to do smooth strokes, which is where the compressor and a gun comes in, isn't it, really? Because how the RS paints was spitting out the tins was, you know, even the brand new tin that I was using on the tank, because I'm doing longer strokes whilst holding down the nozzle to apply the paint, you know, after a second, it's feeling like it's running out of paint. It's feeling like it's gonna spit. I was wiping the nozzle as I was going along, but yeah, it just concerned me. I mean, I don't think I've got enough paint down on the mudguard now when I've run out of paint, so I'll just have to look at that tomorrow. My wife's just said to me, she said, well, look, if you're not happy, don't waste £70 worth of decals on the tank. Just order some more paint off custom cans, you know, just get through to them and order the paint off them. You know it'll be right, and do it again. I don't think it'll come to that. By that I mean I don't think it'll come to doing it all again, but I am concerned about the mudguard, and I want to see how the tank comes out. Should we go and have a look at the tank? It's not dry yet, but it can't be far off. There's the mudguard there. I don't know if you can see that, but you see how it looks speckled on the top and then runs into like a smooth layer? And I put that down to there not being enough paint coverage there. And that's because, as I say, it's spitting and all sorts. But then here, it's lovely and thick. And it really lets them down. I mean, it's like I say, the paint seems really good quality, but the application has just, you know, the delivery of the paint has just let it down, really. The tank looks pretty good to me. I'm going to let it thoroughly gas off. I know probably it should be a couple of hours and then, you know, 2-pack it, but I've got to apply the decals. I'm probably going to use some water to move the decals around and what have you on the tank itself. I mean, it looks even, it looks smooth. I think the tank will probably be okay. You know, but after you've put so much effort in, you know, you don't want it to mess up just on the fact that the bloody tin is not doing its job. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that actually. It looks nice and smooth. So I'm sure the 2-pack will make it really pop. But I don't know what to do with the mudguard. I'll just have to see tomorrow and make a decision based on that. There's simply more bloody product on the floor than has actually gone on the panel. I haven't touched the bikini fairing since I put it there. I don't want to risk you know, smudging the paint, but I mean, this is the newer of the side panels that I've done today. Well, this is the side panel I've done today, and again, it looks really good actually now. You know, so maybe my concerns are unfounded, but you know, it worries you. You know, because the paint was quite expensive. You know, with the ordering off RS Paints, I had 4 tins of the colour, 2 tins of the base colour, the white, and I ordered 2 tins of their lacquer as well, but it's like I say, I won't be using that because it's only a single K lacquer, and it was £170, and that's a lot of money, isn't it, really? You know, so it's got to be right, and I don't mind spending the time prepping, but I really do expect that the quality of the product is going to be there. And maybe I'm just a bit blasé because I always get good products from Custom Cans, and maybe that's just why they're so busy, and maybe that's just why I didn't get an answer to the email. But yeah, so that's it for today. That's it for Sunday. The reason I want to get the panel work done is because I want to take the booth as it is apart, really. I know I've got some other painting to do. I want to start on the engine. I know it's only the block that I've got to paint, but it needs doing, and I want to polish the alloy up on it as well. But I've got the fork legs to do. I think I've got some black left for that, so yeah, I should be okay. Yeah, got enough of that. I've got some primer as well, so that'll be fine. I've got 4 tins of the 2K lacquer, so I think that'll be enough for everything. But yeah, I want to get the my temporary spray booth taken down. I mean, it'll go back up again. It's not going to, you know, get thrown away or anything for the next one. But that's the area I want to use for building the bike back up. So, you know, I want a good area when I start doing it. So yeah, that's it for today. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got any comments, especially about the paint, please drop them in the comment section below, because I'd love to know what your opinion is. Maybe you've used RS paints in the past, maybe you've used Custom Cans and you don't like them. Or maybe you've got another one that you think is absolutely fantastic that I'm daft for not using. So, you know, please drop the comment below. I'm happy to look at anything. I will be really disappointed come tomorrow if I think that I've got to start flattening it all off again and repainting, but you know, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to waste these £70 decals. You know, when you think how much the decals are, and the paint and the primer and everything else, and the lacquer that I've ordered from Custom Cans, this paintwork, this bodywork's costing quite a lot of money. So yeah, I want to make sure it's right. If you're enjoying the videos, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Our subscribers are going up and up. It's really good. So obviously people are enjoying it, which is really nice. I got asked for another video on Nell the other day, so I put that one up. Her other video has gone mad. I think it's got 1,600 views now, so it's just crazy. But anyway, that's just a bit of fun. As I say, if you've got any comments, please drop them in the section below, and please stick with me, because the build-ups, you know, the rebuild is going to be fun, and I can't wait to see what it's going to look like when it's done, and I can't wait to take it out as well. I think the next thing's going to be, or the next big purchase will be a nice 4-into-1 exhaust. We'll have to have a think about that one. I've seen one from Italy that looks really nice little shorty. It'll be tasty, the sound off that will, I'm sure. So stick with me, and you know, again, if you've got any comments about which ones I should be considering, please drop them in the section below. Right, that's it. I'm off. I'll see you tomorrow because I'm not working. We'll get some 2-pack done, hopefully, and get some decals on, and it should be great. So stick with me, subscribe, do the little bell thing so you know when I get when I upload more content, you'll get a notification of it. Great to have you sticking with me. See you tomorrow. Okay, bye.